Everyone, welcome back to a new post today. Let's today discuss the most important topics that you need to keep track for June 11th for the upcoming UPSC Civil Services Examination Prelims of 2026. And the very first is about USA bombing few places in Iran. What are the places? So the UPSC has the habit of asking the most famous places that were in news. They are Fordo, Natanz and Isfahan. That is, these places have nuclear installations in Iran. The next is about a satellite-enabled quantum link or communication by 2030 rather than using fiber optical cables to pass on the photons for quantum communication. Now India is stepping into a leap forward by looking at wireless or satellite-based quantum communication by 2030. What exactly is quantum computing? Quantum computing uses special units called as qubits to store and process information. Unlike the regular computers where the bits of 0 and 1 are used, qubits can use both 0 and 1 at the same time. And this ability to be in multiple states at once makes quantum computers very different, potential and much more powerful than the traditional ones. And India has a dedicated national quantum mission, which is one of the 9 important initiatives of the Prime Minister's Science and Technology Innovation Advisory Council, aimed at positioning India as a global leader in quantum technology. And safe quantum communication requires sender and receiver to get quantum keys, which are made of streams of photons which are carriers of light. And the quantum key distribution employs principles of quantum mechanics, the incompletely understood principle underlying the behavior of atomic and subatomic particles, including photon as well. Now, in the light of the present West Asia's tension with regard to Iran and Israel, Operation Rising Lion, India is now ramping up its oil imports from Russia. If you look at the 2023 data, according to the Government of India's imports of oil and natural gas from other countries, Russia has been on the topmost since 2023, and much before that, since the Russia-Ukraine war, where Russia has been selling its petroleum and natural gas for a very less price compared to the West Asia. Russia is followed by Iraq, Saudi Arabia, UAE, United States, Kuwait, South Korea, Nigeria, Angola, Mexico, Colombia, Turkey, Brazil, Qatar and Greece. Now, the next is about INS Tamal. What is this? It is a stealth frigate and it is to be commissioned in July 1st. Now, the Indian Navy is all set to commission its latest stealth multi-role frigate INS Tamal on July 1st at Kaliningrad in Russia, and now this will be the last warship of the Indian Navy to be built outside India and also the 8th in the series of the Kriva class frigates inducted from Russia over the past 2 decades. Now INS Tamal has been built at the Yantar shipyard in Kaliningrad in Russia and the last warship to be inducted from a foreign source in line with the Government of India's Make in India initiatives or Atmanirbhar Bharat. Now INS Tamal will join the sword arm of the Indian Navy, that is the Western Fleet under Western Naval Command. There has been a blowout from ONGC's gas oil field at Sivsagar. Let me tell you, Assam was the first state where oil and natural gas started production way back in the 1900s, with Digboi being the most famous field. After the exploration of the West Coast field on offshore oil fields in Mumbai, Aliabait and Basin, now it has taken a step back. However, it still is very famous for production of oil and natural gas, and ONGC has its oil field here. Sivsagar has been in use because of the blowout, and you have the Rudrsagar oil field also, which is one of the oldest fields in the country there in Assam, with the ONGC starting production in 1960. And state of Hormuz is in use. It is a state which connects the Persian Gulf with the Gulf of Gulf of Oman, and now there is a threat by Iran to stall this state of Hormuz, from where most of the oil and natural gas from the West Asian countries and their oil fields pass through the strait. Now let's take a look at the important straits of the world. You have Bab el Mandeb, which connects Red Sea and Arabian Sea, or the Bering Strait, which connects the Arctic Ocean and the Bering Sea. You have the Bosporus Strait, which connects Black Sea and the Sea of Marmara, the Dover Strait, which connects North Sea and Atlantic Ocean, Florida Strait, which connects Gulf of Mexico and Atlantic Ocean, Gibraltar Strait, which connects Mediterranean Sea and Atlantic Ocean, Malacca Strait, which connects Java Sea and the Bay of Bengal, Park Strait, which connects by Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean, Magellan Strait, which connects South Pacific and the South Atlantic Ocean, and Sunda Strait, which connects Java Sea and the Indian Ocean. Take a look at some of the other straits as well and find out what is the difference between a gulf, a strait, and an isthmus as well. These being very important from the preliminary point of view. So I hope these points were really important, helpful to you all. If you did, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video. I shall see you in my next post. Until then, it's very happy learning.